And on behalf of the executive board, I'd like to welcome you all to our post-summer council meeting. I would like to ask that you observe the usual house rules. Kindly mute your mobile phones. The restrooms are out of the hall, out of the area into the hallway, and you can be directed to the restroom. At this time, I'll ask Reverend Al Adams to open us in prayer. After we remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pastor Adams.
Amen. All hearts and minds are clear that you are working for the man. Father in heaven, we thank you. We thank you for being God and God all by yourself. Father, we thank you for each and every individual that's out here tonight to discuss community business. We thank you for safe travel, for safe passage for everyone that's here tonight. We ask, Lord God, that even in the interim, we haven't left yet, but I'm asking for traveling mercies to go back home. And Father, I ask that all hearts and all minds are regulated and on one accord as we discuss community business. We thank God for the community. We thank God for the 75th precinct. We thank God for the community affairs. We thank God for each and every one of you and the extensions of your family. Father, just have this meeting be in the midst. Keep it to what you will have it to be, Lord God, and we will thank you in advance. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Give the men standing. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. It's now 7:17, and this meeting is now called to order. Without further ado, I would like to invite the President of the 75th Precinct Community Council, Ms. Oresi Kanda.
Peace and blessings, East New York. Peace and blessings, East New York. Welcome back. Welcome back. Summer's over. You guys had an amazing summer? Yes. Boy, did we have an amazing summer at the 7-5. Okay, so we're going to shift some things around. For those of you that don't have an agenda, you want an agenda. Miss Heidi has them over there at the desk at the signing table. We're going to shift some things around because we're going to take this time to congratulate our former inspector, who is now our assistant chief of police. So now he has taken on this new title. A lot more tasks has come along with that title, and he has to attend another meeting. So we're going to shift the agenda around a little bit so he could, present you guys with a few words. But Captain Powers will be here with us for any further information that needs to be shared with the community, and also your questions and concerns that you have. So, with no further ado, our Assistant Chief of Brooklyn North.
Thank you, everyone. You hear me?
Yeah.
I heard a little echo, so I don't know. I sound clear, everybody can hear me? So I hope everyone had a great summer in East New York. We had a great summer in the 7-5. I know I'm leaving you guys, but I'm not leaving because I'm now the CEO of Brooklyn North, which means I'm going to be probably more involved in every precinct in Brooklyn North, including the 7-5. So Captain Powers is going to give the commander's report as far as the 28-day crime goes and any questions you may have about your life. But I just want to leave you with this. Since I've been here and our team took over, we've been down over 600 major crimes in the city. We have the biggest decrease in the city. And it's not only about the quality of life. Like I said, when I got here, it was all about the quality of life for the residents. And, you know, rolling out the Q teams with the police commissioner's vision, we were able to do that. Solve a lot of quality of life issues in East New York. Got all your issues and complaints to us, we logged them. Every meeting we came for, we told you what we did to make sure the job got done. And I'm bringing that borough-wide to all commands in Brooklyn North. So, you know, we're gonna have representatives go to each community council meeting, write down the complaints, log them with the borough, and everyone's gonna give back a report of what they did. And I'm gonna hold people accountable if they don't handle those situations in the neighborhood anywhere in this borough, okay? So hopefully, the same success we had here in prior precincts, I want to see that success happen all over the borough. And it doesn't mean that I'm leaving, okay, because I'm probably going to be more invested in 7-5 than any other command. This is the biggest precinct in Brooklyn North, one of the biggest precincts in the city. So, you know, I'm still going to have my finger on the pulse here in the 7-5. So we do have interviews that are going to be happening for the next CO. I'm going to be involved in that process. The community's going to be involved in that process. And obviously, I'll let the council know who the applicants are, and you guys can talk about it. They're going to have, like we did last time, where they'll have the CO and you guys get to talk to all the applicants and choose who you think is the better CO for you. That's going to fit you. Okay, so, and I'm going to make sure that the applicants that we do get are proven. Crime fighters proven as fixing quality of life and proven to work with the community. That's the biggest point. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad that I'm leaving. I am. You know, I love East New York. I've been here as an XO and a CO for quite some time. But, you know, I know a lot of you, and you know, I'm gonna miss the day-to-day action in the precinct and talk to the cops and talk to community members. But I promise to always pick up my phone. Okay, I'm actually picking up my phone more than ever because I have everyone from the borough calling me. But like Risa said, it's a busy job running from place to place, so I got to go to another meeting, unfortunately. But, you know, I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you for all the support and all the hard work, working with us, working with the 7-5 precinct, along with the community, getting the job done, and it's going to continue to happen while I'm at the borough, and it's going to continue to happen with the next CO, I promise you that. So, thank you guys, and God bless.
Thank you, Chief. So, like we said, we had a busy summer. I would like to thank the Chief for allowing the council to play a major part when it comes to interacting with the community, especially during the summertime with the block parties, like the relationship that he has with the council and the community. I don't know if any other command could say that they have that type of relationship where they can call us and say, hey, can you guys go check this out before they send, you know, the officers over, that kind of thing. So, yeah, this is good. It's bittersweet. So like he said, we are the largest command, so we may get, you know, preference over other, you know, other commands. But I want to say congratulations to him. And I said it to him several times that he was going to be promoted, and he kept telling me, he's like, what are you talking about? And what happened? Right? So moving right along, we're going to have Dr. Judith Lorraine, our recording secretary, come up and just to inform the community on how we do the minutes here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon again. Thank you all for coming to our meeting after the summer. Okay, so our last minutes for June will be emailed tonight. If you like a copy, we have some copies. Heidi has some copies there on her desk, so grab one if you will. But the rest will be emailed. So as we always said, every meeting that the minutes are emailed beforehand to the meeting. So everyone should have received, but for June 1, no one has received. So the email will be going out tonight. But we have physical copies right here, and agendas also there. So grab if you want, so you can see what the last meeting was about. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. We're here, and also if you're not getting the emails, Heidi is also here, and give her your email so that you can start receiving the minutes through email. Thank you, guys. If there's any question, I'm here to answer them. Thank you.
So, as you guys know, we do have the minutes in both English and Spanish. So, and they're available, like she said, over there by Heidi. For those of you that do have the minutes, and you're able to skim through it, as you see, the format that we use is bullet points, so it's easier to read and go through. So at this time, I'd like to move to approve the minutes for June 4th, 2025. So I need a motion, please. Rapish? Did it come? Oh. What they gave me now?
Make a motion
Let's do
to
the
accept.
pen. Thank you, Rapish. We have one to accept the motion. Can we get a second?
A second.
Moraine? Yeah, Ms. Judith, can we just try to distribute, please? And also this evening, you guys will receive the attached financial report as well, because we don't have the hard copies, so you will receive the minutes by email and the financial report. Please make sure that Heidi has your correct email so that you guys can get all the information. We're all about transparency. So moving right along, we're gonna move into our, I'm sorry. So the motion has been moved, and it has been made, and it has been seconded by Monet. All in favor? What? Anybody opposed? Y'all have to sound so happy to make the motion pass. Anyone oppose the minutes? So the motion carries and the minutes are approved. Okay, now, moving on to our treasurer's report. We have our Ms. Anna Fisher and our Pastor Al Adams, who's we changed his title, guys, just to give you a heads up. He's now our financial advisor. So we no longer have an assistant to the treasurer. He's our financial advisor because he does beyond the assisting of the treasury. So he's our financial advisor now for the board. So that's,
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Okay, so we have deposit of $8,923.30. We have a withdrawal of $3,288.49. That's with the expenses of everything that So closing balance from last year was $163.30. And so our current balance brings us to the 8,000.
Let me help. We still, so we had a meeting in June and we went over what happened at the gala. So our closing balance was 7,100. Let me put my glasses on. Hold on, can't see. $7,183.30. All right. We had a community bus outing when we took the kids to Splish Splash. Those expenses between the bus costing $1,200, the admission for the tickets $950. We had to buy food that came up to $2,288.49. Right? Then we had monies collected for that specific event, which was $1,020. What happened was we were supposed to get the bus for free from NYPD, but at the last minute, it didn't go through, so we had to pay that extra expense of $1,200. All right, so what we did collect $1,020 for the tickets, but it was kind of a wash because we had to pay more for the bus. National Night Out came. We had expenses of $850. That included the game that you saw, the tug of war, the big chess thing. We had to pay for the DJ, $400. The grill, $175. We had some miscellaneous expenses for $75. That all totaled $850. Then we had donations, which were very low this year for National Night Out. We got donations from Hakeem Jeffries, $200, and we got it's Eastern Brooklyn Management Company, $500. So our donations for National Night Out was only $720. The 75th Precinct had a doctor school event at the precinct a couple of weeks ago, and the council donated $150. All right, so we had expenses of $3,288, and we only had deposits of about $1,740. That gives us a total in our account right now, $5,634.81. And that's the end of our treasury fund.
You might be done before time. Y'all know I really value people's time, so. Okay, so, Ivy, you're up. Hold on, first one is Secretary Ivy. If they can hear you from there, it's fine.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to our meetings. We are here in September. I would like everybody to do one thing for me. Pull out your pens or your cell phones or whatever it needs to be. I am Heidi Wade. I am your corresponding secretary. My direct personal phone number is 718-313-6471. That is 718-313-6471. Everyone comes and you sign in the book. What I ask is if you are not getting your emails, please text me. This way, one, I know it is accurate. Because my end may look like your end, or vice versa. So I want to make sure you are receiving what we send out. And about half of the test, if you call me, I'll answer. As long as I'm available, or I will call you back. Would you like me to introduce anybody else? Madam President, or? Okay. Okay. I would like to handle the jobs as fast as we can. Sometimes they're short. Sometimes we won't be able to handle jobs on Saturday and Friday due to we only have a nighttime, which is all of us is 6 p.m. to 2 in the morning. So if you have any jobs during the day on Fridays and Saturdays, we won't be able to get to it until we come in. Same thing as day tours, we're open Sundays and Mondays. So day tours, they leave at a certain time, so those jobs won't be handled until the next day they come in. I'm looking forward to
Hey, everybody, Sergeant Marfolio, I'm the Team Sergeant. So like Ashby said, basically do quality of life things, quality of life jobs, 311 jobs. If you guys have any issues or anything you need to address, come see us after the meeting, and we'll give you our contact information, and we'll take care of it the best we can.
Hello, I'm Officer McFarland. I've been 75 for about 3 years. I work in the sector of David and Eddie. If you guys don't know where your sector is, I'm sure they will help you guys out as far as like where you live. But if you live in Eddie or David, you'll see me, partner here.
Mr. Gross. I've been in 75 for about almost 4 years. Alright, I'm Officer Gross. I've been in 75 for almost 4 years. I cover Charlie. So if you have any questions about Charlie, I'm your guy.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Officer Bouillon. I've been in 75 for over 5 years now. Mic check 1, 2. So yes, Officer Bouillon, been in the precinct for over 5 years now. I typically work in Sector Adam, north of Atlantic Avenue. But I do bounce around when, like Officer Ashby did say, if we're short, I come down to avoid Charlie David Eddie. But yeah, looking forward to working with you guys in the community.
Phillips, you're not going to introduce yourself to the people.
How you guys doing? I'm Officer Phillips. I've been 75 precinct for approximately 4 years now. I was an NCO. I'm on the public safety team now, but I bounce back and forth. You guys see me at events sometimes, so I'm still here.
What's your sector?
I'm public safety team, so I cover the whole 75 precinct.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sergeant Garcia Mendez. Just like Phillips, I'm public safety as well. I cover all of the 75.
Thank you very much, Q team. Also, I want to shout out our domestic violence officer in the back. We got a table set up. You guys, there's an office in the precinct. If yourself, you want to keep it private, or you have a family member or a friend, and they're having any issues, that's who you need to see. Our domestic violence officer in the back. Also, when we first started in January, we had a QR code going out for data sheets. On the data sheets, it requested simple information. We didn't ask for your address, we asked for your sector. That's what we was telling you guys, like what your sectors were. Next month, we're gonna bring it back because the data sheets do need to be on file. That's a mandate from 1PP in order for you to be eligible when elections come up again. In order for you to vote, be a voting member, you have to have a data sheet on file. Okay, so next month, we're gonna go hard and make sure that everyone has that done, okay? Moving along now, we're gonna bring up our Captain Eric Powers with the commanding officer report.
So good evening, East New York.
There was a lot of neighborhoods that the 7-5 covered, so I just want to, make sure I shout everybody out. But so first and foremost, I want to, congratulate Assistant Chief Mark Vasquez on his promotion. I think, as you see, the 7-5 precinct is an extremely important precinct in NYPD and Brooklyn North as a whole. You do a great job there. You go a lot of wrong places, like you get promoted. So he did a phenomenal job being a commanding officer here in the 75, and he's going to do a phenomenal job being a commanding officer of Brooklyn North. The 75 kind of drops the borough of Brooklyn North. Such a large precinct, such an important community. So if the 75 fails, then the borough's going to fail. And I can tell you right now that he's going to have a vested interest in the 75. I'm not saying you guys are going to be his favorites because he worked in other precincts like the 73rd and the 90, but I'm sure you guys are going to get some preference for the chief, moving forward. So, but that just goes to show you the importance of this community and a testament to the great job that him and his team did as well. So, just real quick with the crime, he went over it earlier. We're seeing crime levels that we haven't seen in 30 years. Crime lows. Right now, the 28-day, we're almost down almost 400 major crimes. You get a day down almost 400 major crimes. Let me correct that. 28-day, we down 7% in crime, and week-to-date goes also down 6%. So we're seeing a lot of positives, in this community. Shooting incidents are also down as well. And the 7-5, almost 20%. So, it's a different place than what it was back in the day. So, really, really positive direction that the crime-fighting efforts are taking, with the 7-5 precinct right now. You guys with the Q team, there was a pilot program. We was one of the pilot precincts, in regards to the Q team, and these guys did such a phenomenal job answering all your real one calls and the quality of life conditions and concerns that, they expanded it citywide to every single precinct in the city. So we're gonna keep expanding upon that and, hope to, address all your concerns as much as possible. The chief said he's gonna do the things that he did here. He's gonna take it borough-wide and see if he can implement that, borough-wide to help everybody in Brooklyn. But, these guys, they did such a phenomenal job this summer, starting from scratch and doing a round of applause. And any questions and concerns, reach 301, anything you got on your blog or, we got a community affairs officer section that you can reach out to as well. Back to school, right? Back to school, September. We had a book bag giveaway in front of the precinct. I just want to thank all the community council, the community-based organization. We gave over 500 book bags to children in right from the precinct. So that was a phenomenal event, phenomenal day. Also, like I was just saying, back to school is our children's safety is paramount. I personally run the school boards every week with the principals, just to make sure any kind of incidents or events that occur, we address it immediately and we get right on it. So, that's basically my main concern. And right here in September, it's just that, these kids, they get back and forth from school in the manner that they came. So, with that said, I open it up for questions or 2 questions. If anybody got it? Yes, ma'am.
Just a reminder, this section should not be recorded. Thank you.
Let me just share with you guys real quick. Anyone that's been trying to reach out to me for the past couple of days, my phone is a wrap. So, y'all don't judge me now. I can't even find the other phone. So I have it's somewhere around here, I'll find it. I have an Obama phone, y'all. I need to find it so I can give you guys the number. No, that's not it. All right, so soon as I locate it, while the next report is being given, I will share that number with you all, because as you can see, I don't even know it. All right, moving right along, I didn't see Dr. Mitchell step in, so as you guys know, we do themed meetings. This month is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. A lot of people, I know how you say sickle cell anemia, and then you have anemia. It's actually two different things, right? So with sickle cell, the reason why it's named that is because the shape of the cells is like sickles. So you may have someone in your life that you know that they're always in the hospital because they're in constant pain, or they're, weakness, or, that, I don't even know what to say in reference to that disease. Like, people that I see go through that on a daily basis, I say that they're strong, because the things they have to go through with that, especially the reason why I was hoping that Dr. Andretta came, because we had a brief conversation. That messes with you, I know it messes with you mentally, because you having to know if you want to push through again today, or like, do I really feel like going through this pain? Which leads us into another awareness this month, which is suicide awareness. I'm not sure if many of you know, but in law enforcement, there's a high rate of that. It's unfortunate that we at the 7-5 have experienced that, but it's okay. Check on a friend. Give them a call. You haven't seen them in a while, give them a call. You good? It's all right. Or even in these meetings, you might see a community member you haven't seen in a while. Hey, you all right? Everything okay? And then vice versa. It's okay to reach out. I'm sure there's someone here that's willing to pick up their phone at 3 o'clock in the morning just for you to vent. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue to check on each other and making sure that we are well. We need each other. And the last awareness for this month that we want to recognize is maternal loss. Like, you have moms that suffer from miscarriages, or they're in the hospital and is a stillbirth. So these are different things that, that we should be, conscious and aware of. And again, that brings us back, everything brings us back to mental health, how we need to check on each other, or making sure that someone's okay. So if you know a mom that's currently pregnant, just check on her. Ask her if she's good. How's your pregnancy going? And that's about it. So in the back, we also have New York Life with us. Hello? Wave to the beautiful people. So you want to come up and just share what you have back there for them to sign up, offer, and then after that, we're going to bring up our VP. If you didn't sign in, the sign-in book is to my right with Miss Heidi. I'm sure she doesn't have a long speech, Sexton. No, for who? Or is dead? What time is it? I thought it closes at 8. At 7:45? Okay, so the book should be closed then.
But there were pieces that were in there before that time.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be with you guys again. My name is Maria, and I'm with New York Life Insurance Company. And as they mentioned, September is also life insurance awareness this month. So for those of you who are in the market for life insurance, may it be for yourself or a family member or a friend who might have, mentioned something to you, please feel free to take the time and stop by my desk or my table. You can just leave me a name and number. We're not going to go into anything with regards to your needs right now. It's all just tell me when is a good time to call you, and I will gladly follow up with you. I urge our community, as always, to please take the time to ask questions about life insurance. It's not just a death benefit. There's so many advantages to having life insurance, and there's so many different types of life insurance that New York Life offers. So I just want to thank you again. Please stop by my table. And also, just on behalf of the community, 75th Precinct community, I want the next time that I come to one of these meetings that you tell a neighbor, tell a friend, to come out here, because this is all about you, the community that they're trying to help. All right, as the CEO said, I believe, this is to change your life, to uplift your life, to change your lifestyle. So please, don't you walk in with 2, 3, 4, 5 people, because they're taking the time to make the time for you people. All right, so please, please, please tell a friend. And I thank you and have an awesome week.
Appreciate that. Now we bring up our VP, Deron Winston.
Good afternoon, East New York. We are on the express train. To all of our local officials, get ready to come up in the next 5 minutes. Okay. Moving right along, we had an excellent summer. This summer was completely amazing. Thanks to East New York, we were able to sponsor our first annual bus trip for the kids here in East New York. Next year, it's going to be big and better. And October coming for all the adults that like to do casino, shopping, and all that stuff. Be prepared for that. October, November, be prepared for that. This book that I'm holding right here, if anybody has missed any meetings for notes, financial reports, this book right here is in our precinct from January to as of now. If you are a member in good standing, which means you come to the meetings, you sign in, and they have a sheet of your attendance. If you have missed any meeting and need any records or documentations, you are to set up an appointment with our community affairs officers, Police Officer Sexton, Police Officer Turan. Just to let you know, he did have his newborn, so a lot of you got shouted out for Officer Turan. He is out on maternity leave. People say he's a man, he don't need that. Yes, he does. He does, all right? So he'll be back in another 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. But please do me a favor. I know it's a lot, but you have your community board council here, and you have Police Officer Sexton. Let's give him a little break. Can we do that? Let's give him a little break, all right? So if you want to see the book, it is at the precinct. It has every documentation. I went over it today. I went over it today, so all of our documentations are in here from January to as of today, okay? Also, we also have a special announcement. Our Police Officer Sexton recently just got married, so she is no longer a Sexton. Let's shout it out to our Community Affairs Officer, and her daughter just turned 1 year old, so she is back with us. We appreciate her and we love her. Moving right along to our committees. Our committees are, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but we have 4 committees. We have a mental health committee, a welcome committee, a public safety committee, and a fundraising committee. If you would like to sign up for those committees effective next month, October's meeting, they will be ready and prepared for you to sign up. We are doing some retraining, some restructuring this month. So if you would like to sign up for those teams, we are not taking no more members right now until October 1st, because we have to go over some stuff, okay? Our chairperson for fundraising is not here, but our co-chair, Sister Tiffany, please raise your hand. Let's give it up for Tiffany. She is getting ready to start walking around. Of course, you know, we are officially, as our president said a couple of months ago, a 510c nonprofit. So we are starting to do some stuff. We have money in the account. We're working. So she has a calendar fundraiser that she will be going around as of right now, because we have to get out of here at a certain time. And And this money helps us make the community better. We're not getting grants and loans yet. I say yet, because we're gonna get some money. But these fundraisers that we do help what we need to get done. And we've been doing a phenomenal job so far. So thank you on that. Moving right along, I'm going to have a presentation, 5-minute presentation coming from an organization over here. Immediately after that, all of our elected officials, we're going to start off with our Councilman Banks. He will come, and then every other elected official, please come right behind him. 2 to 5 minutes, because we got to get out of here by 8:30. Are we not giving them 5? Okay, 2 minutes exactly. 2 minutes exactly. That's what I said. I got this. You want to speak now? Not yet. Not yet. So elected officials got their time. All of our community partners, 2 minutes. Is that better? Okay. With that being said, I have a young man here from CRCEC. It is a nonprofit organization. He's going to come and present us with a quick presentation of what the company is. Can you please give him a round of applause as he comes by the name of Mr. Michael Bill.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm here for the Christopher Rose Community Empowerment Campaign. I just wanted to give you a little background on who Christopher Rose was. Young 15-year-old boy, son of Sharon and Errol Rose. He was being sent to school in Pennsylvania to get him away from the streets and bad influences. He was a church-going boy, good child. One late Saturday afternoon, he was leaving with 3 of his friends in the East New York area, headed to the Port Authority bus terminal to where he attended school in Pennsylvania. And a few boys approached him and tried to take his friend's iPod. This was in 2005 when the iPod was popular then. As one of the boys, basically told him no, the boys started to approach them, they attacked, and the boys ran. They ran, went to houses, knocked on certain doors, no one would help. The few boys turned into anywhere from 20 to 30, and it was a gang initiation. They cornered them. 2 of the 4 boys were able to get away, but Christopher, unfortunately, with his friend, was caught. They were beaten, sneakers were taken, his phone was taken, the iPod was taken, and Christopher was stabbed to death. I say this to say, it's one of the things that really separates our organizations. Many organizations, they start to provide for the community or set out to provide for the community. Our organization started from the pain of the community. We are in our 20-year anniversary. We're currently backed by the New York State Department of Health, the Mayor's Office, New York State Commission of Human Rights, just to name a few, and we primarily focus on programs from 0 to 24. Specifically today, I would like to focus on PEDY, which is the Partnership in Early Diversion of Youth Program. It has numerous benefits: significant reduction in recidivism, lower costs for the criminal justice system, improved public safety, provides support for children and the family, as well as provide life skills. It does the job of addressing the root causes of behavior before it gets to a point of no return. It leads to better outcomes in education, employment, and mental health, and also reduces the negative impact of a criminal record and helps our young people mature into successful and productive adults. Powerful. The thing is, if you're wondering how you can actually assist with this, I'm actually here to assist you. What makes Christopher Rose different is that we don't just offer generalized services for the public. Our strength is that in our partners, and they can utilize us as a branch of their organization if you currently have an organization. If you're just private citizen or just, so we have services for you as well. So if you know of any at-risk youth, specifically between the ages of 13 to 21, which is what the program focuses on, please, we have contact information in the back. You can approach me at any time. I will give you all my number. I want you to think of me as your community liaison as well. And in closing, I'd just like to say, let's get to these youth before it becomes another Christopher Rose situation. Thank you.
Give them another round of applause. Christopher Rose Foundation. We actually support the organization as well, so please give our best to the leadership. Good night, everyone, and welcome back. Are we glad to be back? This is the first session back for the 73rd Precinct Council. Let's celebrate that, guys. It's always good to see folks, because you never know when it's going to be your last time. Am I correct? So we have to, when we see folks, we got to be joyful about it. Some folks we don't get along with all the time, but you got to just be happy to see them and just be thankful just to be here on terra firma. But I wanted to say, guys, before I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that my staff, we actually lost one of my staff members. She was my scheduler, Deidre Cheatham, and the office is obviously, we're going to miss her, the community's going to miss her, those who came in contact with her. She left an indelible mark on our community here in the 42nd Council District. So once we get all the information as far as the arrangements, we'll definitely release it to the community for those who would like to pay respect, and as well as keep her family in prayer. Deidre had a young son who was autistic. She was extremely active in the schools here in District 19, especially at the Fresh Spring Creek School right there in Williams. She was the PTA president, so she had a heart for our community. She had a heart for fighting for folks with domestic violence. She was a community organizer, a tenant organizer. So we definitely want to hold her family up in prayer. She also had a young daughter who was 19, I believe, 21. So we want to keep the family in prayer as they go through this difficult season. And once the information is readily available, we'll make sure we put it out into the community. Also, too, guys, I want to let you know, in collaboration with Assemblywoman Nikki Lucas and DJ Keith Watkins, we'll be doing our East New York concert series. It's a concert of health and wealth. So we want to definitely remind folks to come out to that. It's going to be a 4-day event here in East New York. And last year, the year before that, it was peaceful. We had close to over a couple of thousand folks that came out and supported the event. And they say black folks can't do stuff peacefully, but we've shown over and over, year in and year out, if you do it right, you can do things peacefully, and we didn't have any issues, so we're praying and making sure that we are able to do that again this year. And I want to also let you know and say this too. Activities, that's how you keep crime down. That's when you give activities to the community, you give them something to do, you get less crime and less police officers. But we want to make sure, guys, that we reiterate that more activities for our communities. That's why we've invested so much funds into this particular activity, to let folks know that we're going to continue to bring this every year, day in and day out, for the next, as long as I'm in office and as long as Assemblywoman's in office, and we look forward to doing that. So the concert's going to be from the 18th of September all the way to the 21st The first night is going to be dedicated to Caribbean night. The second night is going to be house music. And the third night, which is a Saturday, is going to be old school R&B and hip hop. And then on Sunday, we're going to be doing gospel, because you know we got to end with God. We're going to start with God, but we're going to end with God, gospel, and jazz on Sunday. So make sure you come on out, guys. We got flyers all around, social media. We're promoting it. We have some amazing artists that are going to be coming. And some of them are from East New York. Some of them are you've seen on TV, you've heard on the radio. So please come on out and support. Also, too, guys, we are doing 2 street co-namings that are going to be coming up. One on September 20th and one on September 21st. Folks who knew Annabelle Diaz, she was a community leader here in East New York at the Boulevard Houses. She did so much for our community, and we just felt that it was fitting to adorn one of the streets here in East New York with her name, to pay homage. And this is the way we set the tone here in East New York, and we're able to change that narrative so we can tell folks and inform folks and let folks know who our heroes and sheroes are here in the East New York community within the 42nd Council District. And also, too, Stepha Henry. I actually attended college with Stepha Henry, and she was a young girl who got killed. I think it was about 10 years ago. She got killed. She had went to on a spring break down in Florida, and she was murdered. And they finally got justice, I think, last year, and the guy was brought to justice. But we've been working with the family, and this is the way we're going to honor her as well. And we're going to be doing a street naming for her on September 20th. And we could reach out to the office to get further information on that. And also, too, guys, I just want to mention that it is a suicide prevention month. I want to reiterate that, guys. Let's continue to talk to each other, continue to have conversations with each other, and making sure that we're lifting each other up as a community. And the last thing, guys, if you have any issues or concerns, please feel free to reach out to our office. We have an amazing staff that's working day in and day out to address the concerns of our community, whether it's sanitation, you name it. We are here to help and assist you. And we're looking forward to continue to serve you in the New York City Council. And this is how we build a bigger and brighter and better community. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. East New York. Oh, come on, you guys fall asleep on me? Come on. My name is Alex. I represent State Senator Roxanne J. Prasad's office. I'm a constituent liaison for the senator. And before I acknowledge some of the people in the room, I want to give, on behalf of the senator, just her condolences to your staff member, Deidre. I'm so sorry. And I was speaking to the council member earlier, mentioning that we just saw her the day before school started. So my condolences, and if you can also pass it on to her family as well. But I want to thank the 75th Precinct Council for inviting us as always, and always representing our continued partnership with you. I want to congratulate Chief Vasquez. I know he left, but if you also can pass that on to him as well. But I also want to thank the men and women in blue. We just had our back to school event the last month, ending of last month, and 75th Precinct really came in clutch with bringing in some of the equipment, the barricades and stuff that was really needed. So I really wanted to also extend that thank you to them as well. How's everyone doing? Everyone good? Tired? So as I was talking about with the fun day event that we had, that the senator had last month, she gave out over 600 book bags to all constituents. Thank you. And she has a bunch more she's given out to schools and other community organizations, so that should bring us up to almost 1,000, if not over. How many of you guys were in the office yesterday for Senior Resource Day? Anybody? No? Two? So Senator Prasad had her annual Senior Resource Day, where it's a barbecue. She brings a lot of resources from all government agencies and such, and just to celebrate and recognize the seniors. I think we had over 600 seniors, so if you missed this one, make sure you guys come out next year, because it is a lot of fun. While we talk about, everybody was talking about safety, there's a lot of shootings going on. I know the police chief has touched on a potential terrorist attack, happening in Manhattan. There's been shootings. Even during this meeting, there was a shooting in East New York. And earlier today, there was a shooting of a political activist, in another state. There was a school shooting. Make sure we're taking care of each other. We're looking after each other. If you're not hearing from somebody, call the NYPD 75th Precinct. Let them know. Just check up on each other. If you guys need any help, any assistance, I'm going to be here, and I'll give you the office number. I'll go over whatever that you guys may need assistance with. Anybody have any questions for me, briefly? No? All right. Thank you guys so much.
Hello, I'm Ronald Frazier from Assembly Member Nikki Lucas' office. I had a 2-minute speech, but Councilman Banks took half my speech. So I'm gonna repeat some things that he said. We're in partnership with the Councilmember Banks next weekend for the 4-day concert. Like you said, Thursday is Latin Night, Caribbean. Friday is house music. We're gonna have the artist Strife. If you don't know him, he sings the song Set It Off. I'm not gonna sing it, but Set It Off, I suggest y'all. Saturday we have Evelyn Champagne McCain. We have Chic. On Sunday we have Hezekiah Walker and James Hall. Please come out. Let's have fun. Behave ourselves. This past summer, the Assembly Women had a 2-day hiring hall event at the Brooklyn Sports Club. We had a turnout of over 300 people from the community. Out of 300 people, 80 people received jobs that day. She's also having another job fair that's going to take place October 15th at the Brooklyn Sports Club. So if you're looking for jobs, come on out. You don't know, you might get something. You may not, but hey, come out, let's have fun. We're located at 425 New Lodge Avenue. If you have any concerns, any questions, if you want to stop by and say, hey, we're here, and see you all next weekend.
How y'all doing, family? Y'all already know it's Dom Alexander, Director of Outreach for Councilmember Sandy Nurse. I heard a lot of good things. I'm going to save that for the Community Board 5. I just want to let y'all know, like I say, every meeting, do not wait till leave meeting to voice your concerns and your issues. We got 30 days out the month, 29. Make sure y'all call us, call our office. We have 2 of the best council members in the whole CD5. So utilize us on both ends. No, real talk. I know I get busy, be passionate on both ends. Banks been a long-term supporter of East New York, member, live up the block from me. You know what I'm saying? So we here, we doing the boots on the ground, and I know there's a lot of issues that's not just 911. You got sanitation issues, some of y'all got SSI issues, pension issues, landlord issues, repairs, you know what I'm saying? Cars on the block. I got a call that there's a Jeep on the block for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So we help advocate, push those things and get things done. Please do not wait till the last minute. Do not think that things are falling on deaf ears. Don't think that you are dealing with politicians that don't do nothing, only show up to take pictures. We really got folks and staff who answering every phone call, who's coming in early, leaving late, pulling up on the weekends. Y'all know it on a first name basis. Y'all got our numbers. Y'all don't call me, but y'all got our numbers when y'all need us. So please utilize us. It's been a great summer because we had an extreme uptick in cases, and that just means that we really putting the word out and people are utilizing us and knowing that they have us as a resource in the community. So I'm gonna give y'all my number. Only call me between 10 and 5. You can text me anytime. I'll get back to you. 646-856-4343. And our office is at 56 Pennsylvania Avenue, between Atlantic and Fulton. I I told Miss Perkins every time I get up here, I start sweating. She gave me these little napkins telling me to dab. I'm a little dabby, y'all. All right? No more dabbing, no more dabbing. I love y'all, family. Please call us, utilize us. I see y'all next month. I see y'all CB5. I see y'all in the streets.
Let's give it up for all of our elected officials. At this time, we have 6 minutes left. I am asking for community partners to please come up immediately. You have 1 minute. If I tap you on your shoulder, that means it's time to go. All right?
Good evening, everyone. It's good to see a bunch of the community members here. I'm also part of a community member, but I wanted to speak about the importance of ODing, that we also have a large percentage of overdosing. So my job, I work with Wisewell organization, and what I do is I do Narcon training. With me as well, what is a very easy, a very simple tool to use, and very life-saving. It can be utilized by a 5-year-old of how to save lives. So what I would like to do is like what I do. I'll go into groups or even do the trainings individually. Well, I have with me 20 kids with me today, and if they're free of charge, inside each one of those kids is my information in the back, where you can contact me if you need additional, if you utilize it. Also, please make me aware of that. If after the meeting, if I'll be sitting in the back if you need it, please come by and come up to me, and I'll be more than happy to present you with a kit. And the kit would look like something like this, easy to travel. And each kit, there's 2 Narcans, there's gloves, there's a face mask, and also my card. And you're willing to get one right after the meeting. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. My name is Rupesh Ramjit. I am the Director of Strategic Initiatives for the Kings County DA's office. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Chief Law Enforcement Officer of Brooklyn, your very own Brooklyn District Attorney, Eric Gonzalez. It has been a very busy summer. DA Gonzalez has been very proud to support a number of back-to-school events across the borough. But in particularly, we held our 4th annual Summer Youth Fest in the borough over at Coney Island, where we were able to afford 550 young people across the borough a 4-hour unlimited ride time at Luna Park, in addition to resources for back to school. However, I do wish Dr. Andrea Mitchell was here when I made this announcement tonight, but I am pleased to announce that the Precinct Council, after meeting with Rissa, the President of the Precinct Council, that came down to our office, and I'm pleased to announce on behalf of the DA that the first gun buyback for this holiday season for $500 apiece will be held here in East New York in the 75th Precinct. And as I said to Arissa, part of the planning is that we will listen to the community to identify the right location to hold the gun buyback. With closing, I just wanted to say to our XO, from one Hispanic leader on to the next, DA Gonzalez has asked me to convey his many congratulations to Chief Mark Vasquez, the first Hispanic commanding officer of Patrol Brooklyn Borough North. And how fitting it is as we head into Hispanic Heritage next week. I just want to close by leaving with you all with my contact information. My number is 718-250-4706. We're here to serve and continue to build trust in the community. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Curtis Williams, One Brooklyn Health, Brookdale Hospital. Really fast, the hospital is putting on 3 community events coming up really soon. Actually, one is this Saturday, September 13th. It's our 5K run/walk. The walk begins at 8:30 a.m. It'll be held at Osborne Park. That's Osborne Playground, I'm sorry, Linden, between Rockaway Ave and Osborne Street. We're asking for a $25 donation to go to our bariatric and metabolic department. But at this point, if you come out, you want to walk, it's love. I'm not turning nobody away. The community is welcome. Also, like the president said, it is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. We have Ballers for Sickle Cell tournament. Saturday, September 27th, being held at MS 935, 76 Dinsdale Place. Come out, bring the kids. There'll be giveaways, there'll be prizes, there'll be games in between halftime, so it'll be a good day. Also, coming up, held at Brookdale Auditorium, 555 Rockaway Parkway, having a Gospel Fest. Sunday, October 12th, 4 p.m., right? That's 555 Rockaway Parkway. That's Brookdale Auditorium. It's free. All are welcome. We are not turning nobody away. You come out to my event, the community is welcome. I have flyers for each one of these events in the back right now. If you need anything from the hospital, you need help from Brookdale, again, my name is Curtis Williams. I can be reached at 347-860-1888. Again, that number is 347-860-1888. Curtis Williams, Community Affairs. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Latisse Lane, and I do a lot of things. But today, I wanted to do a call to action. Brother Duran did call me this week to ask me about a particular group that's happening within the community that may need some call to action from us, right? So we do have a board in the community called the Neighborhood Advisory Board. It's the NAB. It is sponsored, and it's a group that comes together on behalf of the DYCD. DYCD is asking community members and has been asking community members to come to the table to help make decisions about how funding comes in our community. It's a big job, right? And we as community members are being given seats at the table to help make those decisions of whether we're getting vocational programs, whether we're getting more senior centers, youth programs, whatever it is. The problem is our board is limited in seats. So today I'm here as the acting chair. I was a member, but we don't have a lot of members right now. So I'm calling to action all you leaders who are looking for opportunities. We don't meet all the time, but there are surveys that are out right now that requires our community voice, and we need more people to be at the table. So I'm here representing that team today, just to recognize that we need our community to stand at that table and help make decisions about the funding that we know DYCD is giving out, and making sure that we're getting it, okay? So make sure we're getting it. Thank you.
Good evening. I just want to publicly thank the police department and our councilmen for making a block party, my block party, Cleveland Block Association happen. It was very successful in spite of all of the confusion of the paperwork. I think a young lady that there said the paperwork, trying to get it all going. But anyway, it was dissolved. The problem was dissolved because of the problem was dissolved because of the energy that your department gave to our block, as well as the councilman's office. It was successful. It was a beautiful day. Our community member, Princess, she made delicious franks. Sorry you missed it if you wasn't there, maybe next year. And I just want to publicly thank the leaders in our community, because it wasn't going to happen. It happened at the last minute. The kids had a whole, everybody got along, no problem. Thank you.
Testing. Hotel. That's just Egyptian greeting saying hello. I'm gonna be quick. So recently, we held orientation for the Neighborhood Safety Council, right? That is an initiative from the Mayor's Office and Department of Community Development. And Community Development, I wanna thank Sister Arissa, Sister Shakima, Sister Melinda from CB5. So the main goal here, right, is that a survey was done. The areas in which there have been the most shootings in the city of New York, that includes Brownsville, East New York, and 5 locations in the Bronx, right? Now what we did was, when you have a request, right, to bring it to the Neighborhood Safety Council, and now we work with not only the Mayor's Office, the Department of Youth and Community Development, and also all of the different city agencies. You see, because now we're going to hold them accountable. If you have things in your neighborhood that need to be done, regardless if it's coming from the Q team, regardless if it's coming from 75th Precinct, Community Council, right? Just bring it up. Our next meeting is October 9th, right? I sent the information to you, Sister Arissa. Come out, express those concerns, right? And we get right on it. Like I said, I don't want to take up your time. My name is Brother Mark LaRue. I'm the Director of Community Development for Man Up, and I'm also the co-chair for the Neighborhood Safety Council. All right? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know if you're going to hear me. My name is Judith Gray, and I work with victims of domestic violence. And domestic violence is not a topic, and it's a worldwide issue, right? And we know somebody or experience domestic violence. It's nothing to be ashamed of, okay? There's help out here. We've been operating for 24 years in East New York. We have a shelter system in Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, Bronx. So if you need help, call Volunteers of America. We've been in existence for 24 years in East New York. The number is 718-688-6800. Or you can call me personally. Some of them know my name, and my number is 646-897-0944. Don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed. It could happen to anyone. And we all know somebody that experienced or is going through domestic violence. Help them. Have these conversations. You know, don't leave the individual because the individual don't want to leave. Right? Have this conversation because it's not about us, it's about them that's going through domestic violence. So I'm leaving you guys on this note. Help us out here when it comes to domestic violence. If you look to the media, you look to social media, a lot is happening when it comes to domestic violence. So seek the help that you guys need. Thank you and good night.
Hey, how y'all doing? Ashay. My name is Brother Thomas. I'm the Executive Director for Telemate for Kane. We are a public safety group. We out here working out in East New York. You may see some of my guys, they wear, well, at one point they was wearing a lot of green hoodies. They wear the green shirts though, right? So you'll see them, they out here, they're working to make sure that y'all safe out here. You know, we back to the mindset of policing our own neighborhoods, right? So we just did a big shooter response over there by Cypress Projects on Euclid in Sutter from the shooting that happened, I believe, like a week ago. And we're out there calling the community to understand that we're denouncing gun violence, right? We're showing that we're reaching the groups out there too. You know, to me, police do a wonderful job what they do, but we like to do what we do too, you know? And we out there making sure that the young people are not, you know, we want to change their mindset before they have to go through the system and, you know, realize it later on in their life and stuff. So we out there just wanting everybody to know, you see Telemate for King, we're about public safety. We want all of y'all to feel safe. With that, I say peace, have a blessed night.
Thank you to all of our community partners. One thing that I did forget to leave out, and I'm going to address this effective next month. Everyone that had a block party or any community event, can everybody hear me? I want y'all to hear me real quick. Everyone that had a black party, community event, or whatever the situation was this year, please note that it will be addressed effective in November. Our community affairs in Sappho will have the first meeting. Then the second meeting will be with Community Affairs and the Community Council board. Then moving forward, January 2026, there will be meetings, trainings on why certain blocks may not be permitted to have block parties, why blocks are having block parties, and vice versa, and things of that nature. The problem is, a lot of times, our community doesn't know why certain blocks can't have block parties. Moving forward, we want to address it, we want to fix it, and we want to make sure that your block is safe. A lot of blocks don't have issues, but the problem is your surrounding area has issues. So once again, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to shout out our now assistant chief, because even though some block parties was denied, he still gave chances, and we appreciate him. We appreciate our community affairs officers that work very hard. Officer Turan and Officer Sexton, they call, they text, they reach out, and they let you know why you can or you cannot have it. It is our responsibility to understand why. With that being said, if you have any concerns and issues moving forward, I'm the guy you talk to, and then we'll take it further. President Arisa is in this.
Thank you, VP Linson. I'm sorry, I don't know. Did she mention her name? No. What's her name, hon? Valerie Sowell. Public advocate of what block? Cleveland Street Block Association. No problem. All right. Oh, real quick, do we have any July birthdays we missed? No July birthday. Happy belated birthday. Any August birthdays? Okay, shout out to all the August birthdays. And any September birthdays. Woo! My birthday Saturday, guys. Anthony's birthday was last week. So, huh? Miss Kim? Oh yeah, Kim birthday in Virgo too. That's right. We had that conversation. All right. So I need a motion to adjourn this meeting. I got Latif and Mama Fisher second. So, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm multitasking over here. 35. So, it has been moved by Latif and second by Mama Fisher. All in favor say aye. Thank you. Got what y'all calling me now. To 2035, this meeting has been adjourned. I'm sorry, 8:35. This meeting has